I just saw this video on social media. This guy in, I don't know what martial art it was getting taken down, and he had keys connected to his gi, and when he got taken down he fell on his keys and his keys went up in his foot. Now I want to explain to you guys today what you should wear for no gi and things to avoid when you are training, and this is a big example of why, because the amount of force that you have to do in order to get keys to go straight into your foot that deep is insane. So usually in gi you have the material over you, you usually have a set outfit, and a lot of people generally avoid things like keys and jewelry and loose pieces of metal and stuff on their outfits. So usually this doesn't necessarily happen, but in no gi it's very common for people not to wear the correct attire and can cause accidents. So for us females, most of us wear really long tights or spats. I like to go for something extremely high top so things do not fall down and I don't have to keep readjusting in a row. I'll show you right now. You can see these are extremely high, straight up to the belly button. Now I like to make sure all my tights I buy are really thick material. A lot of the thin ones that you can buy at the jiu-jitsu brand are too thin, and I find that they actually get holes really easily when you're moving around and rolling, and also they could be quite see-through. So I go for tights that are super thick, so one, they're not see-through, less likely to tear and get holes, and they also protect me from gi burns on the mats. Now when it comes to males, when it comes to shorts, Jiu-Jitsu has their own, a lot of Jiu-Jitsu brands have their own shorts. I recommend getting these. Most of them do not have pockets. The last thing you want is fingers and hands being caught in pockets. You do not want anything with a zipper. Now zippers seem fine. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm not going to get stabbed with a zipper. It's not necessarily about you getting stabbed with a zipper. These things are loose and they can come off, and they're on the mat. As you saw with the keys, that force on a zipper is going to go inside your body and it's not going to be a fun little journey. And I'm a fainter, and the last thing I want is to have a zipper or a button or a hair clip stuck inside me and having to go straight to emergency to get it removed. So pants, avoiding zippers. Velcro is fine as long as it can be closed. Pockets, avoid pockets as much as possible. Last thing you want is fingers and hands to be caught inside them. And another thing is tops. Now most people just wear their ranking t-shirt, a really fitted rash guard. These are made for the material. You can get surfing ones, are the same thing as long as it doesn't have pockets. A lot of people, even higher rank belts, love to wear loose t-shirts, even tight rash guards with a loose t-shirt over it. I personally hate this. The reason for that is because when you get sweaty, the material becomes heavy and then you're more likely to get tangled up in it. I've had my fingers caught, my toes caught, my wrist caught inside really loose baggy material shirts, and I'm always worried that I'm gonna hurt myself. I've sprained my wrist before from being caught into someone's shirt, and things like that are just accidents waiting to happen. When you're rolling, when you're scrambling, when adrenaline is going, you don't feel these things happening in the moment. So it's really important to make sure that everything is fitted, nothing is loose, there's no chance for things to get stuck and caught, for your safety and your training partner's safety. So like I said before, a few things to avoid. Jewelry, I said in a couple of videos, I have a lot of girls that come in with full ear piercings, nose piercings, rings, everything, and they're like, it's fine, I'm safe, I'm not gonna get hurt. It's not necessarily about you. It's if that piece of jewelry falls off, it's gonna go inside someone else of your training partners. Bobby pins and hair clips is a one I see a lot. A lot of girls will cover their head in bobby pins to keep the hair back and stiff, which is fine, but if keys can go into your foot, then a bobby pin is easily gonna go into someone, and the last thing you want is to go into your, because if you roll on your spine, it just has to go into the wrong area and you are done. And zippers, things like pockets, anything loose, taken off, all rings, all jewelry. So that's pretty much it. That's all you need for no gi. With gi, you usually have your gi material, so you do take off your things like your jewelry, and you do not necessarily wear the loose clothing. You have a really fitted gi, so usually it's not really super common. Usually people don't have keys connected to their gi, but with no gi, make sure everything you have on is skin tight, the better. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video. Sorry for the graphic little video of the dude with the keys, but it was a pretty shocking video, and I did want to make a point because that is one of my biggest fears when I am rolling, is that someone's going to come on with a zipper or earring or something on the mat, and it's going to be stabbed and I'm going to be bleeding and I'm going to go emergency because I've rolled on something with that much force. So just make sure that when you're rolling, everything is skin tight. We have rash guards, we have spats, and we have these tights and pants built for a reason, because of these accidents that can just happen out of nowhere. So in the meantime, keep being strong, happy and healthy. If you haven't already, press that big red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video.